Hello everyone, I'm Ezekiel Bruni, and look what I can do! But what I'm demonstrating here is that I finally found the auto-tracking autofocus feature on my camera, which has been a long time coming. But I found it. Anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. Today we're here to talk about fixing problems with Netflix and VPNs. Before we get into that, please do consider liking this video if you find it helpful and useful. Do consider subscribing to our channel and clicking that bell notification icon so you can stay on top of all of our tips and tricks, VPN reviews, how-tos, all of that good stuff. It would also be great if you could leave a comment below if you find any of this useful. Alright, so let's imagine you're traveling abroad, you've got your VPN because you know that can help you access a streaming service, you log on to it, you log on to Netflix, and it won't let you play a video. It won't. You refresh and you refresh and it says, you're using a VPN, please stop doing that. Well, there are some ways around this problem. If you're traveling, you should still be able to watch your shows even if they're only available in the US right now. Or whatever your country of origin, for that matter. So let's dive into how to fix this. Alright, so the first thing you need to do is you need to make sure you're on a good VPN. See, I was actually going to try and show you what it looks like when Netflix detects that you're using a VPN and doesn't let you see videos, but I have been server surfing for a while now on not only ExpressVPN, but several other top VPNs, and I haven't found a broken server yet. So I can't actually show you what it looks like when it doesn't work right now. That being said, I can still go over the various tricks and tips you will need to know. So first of all, make sure you're using a good VPN. We do recommend ExpressVPN, as seen here, for a variety of reasons. For one, it's really good at streaming video and media in general. It's literally built on technology meant to make streaming a little bit faster, a little bit better, and a little bit more convenient. So, you know, take a look down in the description. You'll find a link to a full review of ExpressVPN with all of the tests we ran, all of the services we tested. It's chock full of details. But, so yeah, that's the first tip. You want to be using the best VPN you can. Let me just show you this working. And boom. Let's get out of there because copyright stuff. The second tip is to try a different server, because when one server is not working, another one might do just fine. So let's just disconnect from Dallas for a bit. Dallas is my usual go-to. And let's try Chicago. It's connected. Now it'll take a minute to a second really to finish connecting. But once it's done, we just reload the page and it still lets us into Netflix. So that's a good, a good sign. Let's try The Witcher, because season 2 is coming. Is it letting it work? Yep, it's working just fine. So sometimes you need to server surf, try a few different ones, no matter what VPN you're using, to get the streaming service you want. Next up, if it's still not working, you can try an incognito window. Incognito windows can help to protect your privacy. They come with extra privacy features. Mostly, they just try and keep your own computer from remembering all of your cookies and things like that. It's more of sort of security for your computer, but they do have some extra features sometimes that will allow you to stream. Sometimes there's something in your cache or your cookies that's stopping the Netflix from working. An incognito window can fix that. All right, we're all logged in and ready to go in this incognito window, also sometimes called a private window or private tab on Android, that sort of thing. Let's just give this another quick test. And boom, it works. Now, something that can occasionally work when nothing else does is a different browser. So here I am in Firefox. Once more, we are up and running. Ah, there we go. See, there we go. That's an example of the VPN screen not working. So in this case, Firefox is actually the wrong idea. Oh, I'm so glad I actually got to see that, weirdly enough. Let's try that other server trick again, shall we? And there we go. I switched servers again, switched browsers again. I'm connected to the UK, and it works. So remember, make sure you're using a good VPN, try a different server, try an incognito window, try a different browser, and all of these tricks together, you can usually find a way to access the shows you want to access. There is one last thing you can try, if all else fails. Some VPN services provide a DNS service. DNS is the technology that allows you to type in an address, say google.com, and then your internet service provider or your VPN server or whatever else you're using knows to say, okay, google.com needs to go to that server where the Google website is. That's what DNS does. Now, some VPNs provide DNS servers specifically to help with streaming. You can use them in conjunction with the VPN sometimes, and you can use them on these DNS servers on their own as an alternative to the VPN. I like to use them both together for anonymity and, to make extra sure that I am, able to access the streaming sites. Let's show you how that works on ExpressVPN. So right now, we are not connected and I'm hiding my IP address for reasons that should be obvious. The first thing you want to do to enable the media streamer DNS service that comes with ExpressVPN is you want to go to your DNS settings and click on automatically register my IP address. Make sure it's enabled. So that way, whenever you log in to the ExpressVPN app or the website, whatever IP address you're using will allow you to use the media streamer DNS service because your IP address has to be registered with ExpressVPN to use this service. That's the first thing. Next, you want to go to the setup section of the ExpressVPN website, and you want to grab these IP addresses, which I've hidden here for obvious reasons. But then you want to copy and paste those IP addresses into the settings for whatever platform you're using. I'm on Windows 11, so I'll show you how to do that here. First, you open up Windows Settings. Then you go to Network and Internet, Advanced Network Settings. Then you want to select your internet adapter or device. This is at the Ethernet device I'm using, so we'll go here. We will view additional properties. And this is DNS server assignment. Normally, you want this to be automatic, but to use ExpressVPN's special DNS servers, you want to hit that edit button, go to manual, hit IPv4, and then you want to copy and paste in those IP addresses. I'm just going to do that off screen, and I'll show you how it all works when it's all, up and running. All right, I have pasted in the IP addresses. I have connected to the Dallas server. Remember, we were having trouble with Dallas earlier. Well, the DNS servers should help us resolve that. So I'm just going to run this again and see what happens. And there we go. It worked just fine. All right, that is about it for this video. I hope you had a good time. I know I enjoyed making this video. Please, again, do like and subscribe if you found this video useful. Go ahead and click that notification bell icon. Check the links in the description for a full review of ExpressVPN and a coupon page where you can get pretty hefty discounts on ExpressVPN or any other major VPN for your first purchase. That's whether that's the first month or the first year. Again, if you found this helpful, maybe leave a comment, tell us your tips and tricks for getting VPNs to work with streaming services. And that's about it for now. This is Ezekiel Bruni, signing out.